The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Voiced Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
All right, welcome back to Everyone Needs an Aquarius. We are back in the building with my illustrious host, Dom, my fellow Aquarian. How you doing, Dom?
You know, I've seen better days, but it's cool.
Look, we're in retrograde. We'll talk about that later. So,
we're not in retrograde yet. We in the shadows. The shadows just be as bad.
And we got special guests on, new entrance to the SOLC Network. The new podcast in the scene, Womanology, Rhea and Chloe are on with us to kick us and talk foolishness. and they real mental health professionals with the children. At the
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we totally different though. You see, we at the top, they on the bottom. We put the professionals right there together. We keep
I like that.
All right, let's jump into this VMAs. Rhea already was trying to cape for one Nicki Minaj.
Oh, you know I'm gonna do that.
Earlier, I didn't even know the VMAs had happened. Me and Dom did not know.
I just saw the fashion, so that's about the extent that I got.
See, I didn't even know the fashion or it happened. I just saw, like I said, her performance.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
And me and Dom asked the question: does Nicki deserve a Video Vanguard award?
I think she does. Have you seen her
videos?
Have you seen her videos? Her videos are hands down like the best videos.
Has Busta Rhymes got one yet?
Right.
That's another thing though. Busta Rhymes should have had one too. But you want to know something though? And I hate to say this because like I said, I'm a Nicki fan. Mm-hmm. But sometimes her videos do mirror a little bit of Busta Rhymes.
Maybe it's paying homage. So,
but yeah, it could be paying homage. But
what's an iconic video, Rhea? Since you are the Nicki Minaj apologist on here, what is an iconic video from her besides Anaconda?
I wouldn't even think about Anaconda. Anaconda really ain't got nothing on her video. Rolodex.
Diamond perked up.
It had some effects in there, didn't it?
It did, but I mean, it's not like the best to me. Let me just speak for me. To me, it's not
all your opinion.
Yeah. So I think that let's see here. Moment for Life was good. That video was good because it brought in like the whole fairy tale thing. Mm-hmm. So I want to say that one was a really good video of hers. Mm-hmm. I can't think of none at the moment at the top of my dome.
Not memorable.
Look at Wait. Y'all not gonna be doing my girl like this because what I am about to do.
Go ahead, Dom.
I give credit where credit is due, but I just feel like, oh my God, don't make me bigger. I got popcorn in my mouth. I just feel like Nicki Minaj videos outside of that. I will tell you where I remember Nicki Minaj.
Gotcha.
Feeling Myself. And then I think of Monster. That's it.
Monster. But that's
Kanye West.
I was about to say that's right. That's not even her. That's Kanye West. She just had the best verse.
But her verse was the best verse. Yeah,
that's what I think of. But even that scene where it's like her against herself.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. But as far as her videos, they were not, to me, that iconic. That's just to me though. I did enjoy, and that's that. When I was talking to Daryl about it, I said, "Oh wait, the only Nicki Minaj," and I'm a video person. Like, I can't wait. Listen, I'll be on. Can't wait till Chris Brown drop a video. I'm that person.
He is good. Now we're gonna talk about
visuals.
Yeah, I love videos.
They're playing with Busta Rhymes. They're playing with Chris Brown. I was gonna say maybe Usher a little bit, but like not really.
Not really Usher, but I definitely see Busta Rhymes before I see Chris Brown though. I see Busta Rhymes
because of the history, like the longevity, like of Busta Rhymes' career.
Yeah,
like from when he was skinny to the fat neck.
Not the fat neck.
They're pretty good video.
Please don't mention the fat neck.
Look, y'all. I just wish I was there. I just wish I was there to see how he rolled his eyes at me. So it's
him and his fat neck.
Yeah, him and the fat neck. I was like, it must be the damn steroids. But people then they was like, oh no, he's notorious around here for being rude. I was like, oh okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised to hear that about him.
I am too, because he seems so nice on camera and in interviews. But it's a whole persona.
Yeah. Do we need to get away? Let the VMAs go? I ain't watched the music video. I know personally in about a good dime of 10 years that I remember.
Really?
I mean, I've probably seen one, but I don't remember none.
Yeah. What about, so since we're talking about Nicki Minaj and how she won this award.
You want to go back to Nicki?
Because I love her. I just want to wrap this up real quick.
Because I have a real disdain for Nicki, but go ahead.
Whoa. I just want to wrap it up real quick before we go to something else. So what about Pills and Potion? Or like
Don't even know what that is.
I just know the song. What's the second one?
Girl.
Chong Lee.
I can't even remember.
There was a video. I don't.
It's not giving.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She said it's not a video.
No. That's Roman's Revenge. That like a Dungeon Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something.
But how'd Chun-Li go?
Dang.
See?
And she took that line from Busta Rhymes.
No, that's not it.
Yes, that is. Yes, that is.
I was right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is. I think because I've been on the King Kong, right?
Yeah, something like that. Don't ask me about words or shit like that, because you're gonna get the wrong words about everything. But yeah,
I mean, Nicki Minaj. I love Nicki Minaj's first couple of videos. Like when she redid Warning, I love that video. And then that's when I kind of stopped liking her around then too. So we're talking about 07, 06.
So before she really popped.
Yeah, I like the come up stuff. When she was doing come up DVD.
That mixtape?
Yes.
Her mixtape stuff?
Yes.
Even it was a club here in St. Louis she came to, and I have
the pageant.
Give my
no. It was on the west side.
She was on the west side. She was at that club.
It was on the west side.
Martin Luther King, y'all. That they had.
Oh no, you're right. The club on Martin Luther King, right on the strip, right there.
Yeah. Why they tell us that was?
That she brought up.
Why they tell us that was a multi-million-dollar club? I said,
no.
This ain't it.
What's crazy is, so when we were doing parties, we actually toured that spot. They was trying to get us, Saigu, and like somebody else do like a big party there. So I saw before all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know if I can get my clientele to be over here on Martin King like this and tell them it's supposed to be. It was a nice spot, but the location
packed that night. Itty Bitty Piggy was big. That was like the song then.
Yeah, Itty Bitty Piggy was big.
Yeah.
Itty Bitty Piggy.
It was.
I was like,
it's a sample of Soulja Boy beat.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a big song on her mixtape. But yeah, she was a girl back then. She still is. I give her all love, all respect.
Well, she didn't get no respect to Lil' Kim last night. I saw that.
What'd you say?
She didn't get no respect to Lil' Kim last night, and she took her whole
style.
Because
she don't need to.
She took her whole style.
I said this before, and I'll say it again. If you look at Nicki, those are costumes.
You see Lil' Kim.
Nicki had costumes. Those are all.
No, I'm talking about the style, like her style, like how she came into the game. Everything was basically Lil' Kim.
Kim is more so high fashion. And
I'm talking about rapping.
Well, if you want to talk about rap styles, honestly, she raps fast like Busta Rhymes.
She can, yes.
Can I say a question? No, please don't I'm confused ever since Safari said that he was writing a lot of her stuff.
Hey man, I believe it.
But look at Safari though.
Sakari is Sakari. Safari.
Safari.
Sakari.
Oh wait, y'all. My homegirl was calling him Safari, and I was like, "Is he some sort of spice?" Like, no. But I was, and the only reason why I'm like, I kind of might believe him a little bit. It's like she really hasn't had a hit since they broke up. Like, or maybe it's like, and if she was, maybe she was that toxic bitch how he was.
At least not on her own. Her features are good.
Her features are good.
Started with when she first came out, she was featured on a lot of people's stuff.
Yeah,
so
but
when she's featured on her own, no, not her own stuff. It hasn't
like
been
even now. Like we allow her to say, rack it up for her and Yo Gotti. So we allowed her to rhyme China with China like 3 different times. So I was like, how? I'm confused. Now, don't get me wrong. I like that song a lot, but I don't know. Maybe that's what somebody said.
Well, then what happened? Did he use all his talents on Nicki and not for himself?
Some people. Okay, so
look, Rhea, that happens a lot with people.
That does happen. See, we had this argument yesterday on Damn Internet, You Scary.
Okay.
About Missy Elliott. And so they were saying that Missy Elliott writes great for other people, for herself. They feel like she doesn't have like memorable lines. I contest that. I don't think that's true. I think it's a lot of stuff
that's not true.
That's how I feel. I don't think that's true. I
when
feel
she
like
came out rapping, when she was on that Gina Thompson song, The Things You Do, that was like a big thing.
So, but they're not trying to give that credit. Like, I was like, listen, they was like, what's your favorite Missy Elliott line? And I'm like, hey, when she say, when I'm sitting on top of the hills like Lauren. No, or like sitting on the top of the hill like, wait, I can't even think of it today because yesterday I was so fucking angry, y'all. Like, they were trying to discredit Missy Elliott, and I got beef with that. And everybody is so disrespectful on the internet.
Wow.
We should have never gave millennials Twitter, okay? Like, they should not have. If you were born after 89, you should not have access to Twitter because of the bullshit that y'all get on the internet and fucking say. It's not right. That's it. That's all. I'm done.
Look, I'm not arguing anybody about music that's under 35. I made that a straight up thing for me. I always ask, like, how old are you? Oh, okay. Well, we just cool.
Yeah.
Like, don't even.
We
ain't even. Look, you ain't even had to go buy no CD on Tuesday at 12 midnight. So we built different. So there's no point in us having this conversation.
So,
all right. Next up, we gonna talk about Manti. Did you see the documentary, Chloe?
Yes, I definitely did. And it threw me for a loop, actually, because of how gullible and like insane he was about like not putting the pieces together. The pieces were right there. It was all in your face. Like, how did she die and come back? I don't know. But
that's my part I was thinking of. How did she die and come back? So your brain told you
to accept.
Your brain told you this was okay? Like this happens in real life? Your brain said yes. People die and come back.
Or even to believe that even if she had been lying, like that wasn't enough for you to cut ties. Like, why were you still going back to it? I don't know.
This is why I tell people that you got to live, because he was so sheltered and so about
Very
football and so about that somebody can run game on him.
Yeah. And then if you remember what they stated in the documentary, he was so alone and hurt, and it was totally out of his comfort zone. So he wanted to have like a friend. So
and that person took advantage.
And that person took advantage. Yeah.
I kind of actually really feel bad for him to a certain degree, because knowing
for sure,
like, maybe wanting to go to USC. So like, let's start there. Like, you're going from one warm place to another warm place, kind of. We get winter for about weirdly, it's like just January, February, it'd be cold out here. So you don't really have to deal with like weathering like that for real. And then there probably would have been more people that looked like him. Like he said, it was culture shock. But I'm with y'all. I'm like, can we? I guess for me, I don't understand how catfish fishes, because they're multiple, because it's still a show.
Which one of my favorite shows?
That it can still exist in 2022 with FaceTime, with Skype, with Voodoo, whatever it is that you want to use. So it's confusing to me that this is continuously happening. And I guess I would like to hear you guys' perspective from a medical standpoint of the narcissistic, psychotic. Like when they're like, oh, this person that they don't know that he is now identifies as trans. Like, so I guess if he's not saying that he's a woman, like they. But I'm like, how could you run game on somebody like this and go this deep? And like y'all said, you died because you was like, okay, I need it out because it's getting too close and I'm never going to meet this person. Then you came back. Like, can we talk about that person's mental state? Like, it's wild to me. Oh my God. I was just the whole time
in awe.
In awe. Yeah, seriously. I don't know. So my whole thing is about, okay, so talking about the catfisher that goes by, is it Savannah? So it's an S name or something. Rasonda, something like that. I don't know.
Rashid, no.
It's a something.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they mental state, they possibly had a whole issue with them because if you remember in the documentary, they said that, she played football and she was a quarterback. And so she probably had like a disdain for other football players because she once was that and could not actually be herself. And sometimes that happens with people. So I'm not necessarily think she is a narcissist. She just probably was just like, I just hate it. Like it's just, I just hate it. And that's why she tried to get out. And then, like, I don't know, die. But it's that part when she came back to life. Like, and then, like, not Jesus. So, I'm not sure about that part. Like, you had it out. Why would you, roll back in it? You see what I'm saying?
Like your emotional attachment to this person can't be this great for you to go to the ends of. You said you died, and then you call back and you're like, "It's Lene."
Yeah,
bitch, what? You cannot. I just feel like for me, like how he was saying, like he also too was feeling these different things, not wanting to play football, wanting to feel alone, and also feeling alone, not feeling like yourself in your own body. So I can understand that how you kind of got to that point, but come on, like you.
But you then create this whole other version, whole other life of yourself,
and it's pretty much you, but it's just a chick. Because that's what he was saying. Like everything about this profile about Lene, it was her.
It was, yeah.
It was exhausting. I just could not believe. It's like y'all said, how all the writing was on the wall. And I don't give a damn. Like, I know I have plenty of female friends that are like super into sports and stuff. They know the ins and outs. But you didn't think that was weird that they was telling you what plays to run?
Yeah, that's true. She did say that to him.
Do this.
And then took on different roles. So she was like a brother, and then she was like talking to his parents from a certain perspective. So it's like I don't want to diagnose this person, but it's almost like a multiple like personality trait that this person had to take on for themselves to keep it all straight. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting. Even when I guess she went on Dr. Phil and he was like, do the voice, like speak like you would as if you were her. And it's like, he sounded like there was no way he could have known, really. It sounded like a female. Like,
it sounded just like a female.
And then the fact that he had the girl take the picture holding up whatever little hand gesture in the writing. And it's like, how did you do all of, like, how did that all just come together so easily? Like, I don't know. It was weird. It was fascinating, actually.
It was very fascinating.
Like, the little niece was in on it.
I was just about to mention that.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have so many people in on your trick?
And the actual person who face they're using was in on it and didn't even know.
Like, like what?
Yeah, it was really weird.
I feel bad for him because his career went over after that. His career.
I know. That's another reason why I feel bad too.
But at the same time,
he went pro, but I don't know how long he was pro.
Yeah, he was second round. He's supposed to be a first round pick, but like after all the drama, they was like, we good on that. We don't want that. So he fell down in the draft. He lost bread because of it. And then his mental state was so messed up. He only stayed in the league, I think, 4 years, which is the average for a player. But like, man, you were supposed to be a first round pick.
Yeah,
you supposed to at least get 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And then a part of me, the bad birdie on my other shoulder has been like, if he'd been messing with them chicks on campus, he would have never had this problem.
But the thing is, he
wasn't player, dog. Why are you worried about some woman all the way in Hawaii that you ain't never seen? I get that for a regular guy that's just trying to, but dude, you are a football at Notre Dame, not at Lindenwood, at Notre Dame. Top 5 team in the country at the time.
You know, I think part of it goes back to him not relating, like him back to his culture shock stage.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it's some people that just really are not interested in Anglo-Saxon women. You know, they don't.
It's enough at Notre Dame. They funnel them in of all races and colors and creeds.
They do, but like he said that he felt like there was nobody that really looked like him.
Yeah.
So which
if
is
if he could have told his coaching staff, "Hey, I need more Polynesian women here," they would have made it happen for him. He was that good.
But he was. You have to also think it's like how some celebrities feel like I have this popularity. I have these people following me that's rooting for me to win, but within all of that, life should be great, right? But I feel alone.
Yes.
And so he probably didn't know how to articulate that. So,
true enough.
You know, I would look at it from that perspective. So he found solace in this person that wasn't real. Because here's my question. I didn't watch all of the second half. I'm not gonna lie, I dozed off. But did Lene ever say that she loved Manti? Because I feel like that never came up. It was just like, this was something for me to do. But I feel like we never really got that. I could, you know.
I don't think that ever, or at least it wasn't expressed.
No.
They said that they loved each other or anything like that.
Me neither. And I think, okay, so I know we talked about a Polynesian girl. But if you also remember, he came from a Latter-day Saints background as well.
Oh yeah, the Mormons. That was another part. I was like, okay, you Mormon, I get it.
And so when you put those two together, so it may not have been Polynesian, but Notre Dame is Catholic. Y'all know Midwest is Catholic. So you put a Mormon in Catholicism. You know, it's just out of his comfort zone for sure. And he just really didn't understand how to navigate his area. Like I don't even think he talked to his teammates, because had he talked to his teammates, and his teammates would have said, you know what, man, I think this is catfish.
Yeah. Because I think that was the issue. Like he was so like closed off and didn't feel like that sense of community even with his team. But I'm like, you didn't think, like, I'm with y'all, like, and like that, it's him being so naive, because if somebody's telling me to run a certain play, it's not like it's basketball. Hey, you so-and-so, okay, when this person does, I've been picking up on this, fake left instead of right when they do this, and then it's going to throw them off. Play by play.
Yeah. And you're right, it's not basketball, it's football. Football is a bit more difficult. And he wasn't talking to his teammates either. So yeah.
So it's just crazy that it got this crazy, this national attention. I guess it's child. I'm still shocked that
what's that new quote Marlo say? They wore me out. They drained me.
Baby.
All right, let's talk about the ultimate paternity test get back. Dom, I'm gonna have you set this while I get this set up over here for our guests to see.
Y'all, never let Twitter go. That's all I want to say to y'all. Never let Twitter go, because some of my conversations, all of that stuff stems from certain things that happen on Twitter. And yesterday I came across a post that really kind of took the cake, guys. It was by a guy named Ronyell Wallace. And he said, I finally met my match. I told her I got somebody else pregnant, and she FaceTimed me an hour later like this. Daryl, can you pull up the photo?
Yep, it's coming up right now.
Because, y'all, all that, like, for real, like, if this is real,
look at Chloe's face.
Could you imagine? I'm sorry. Could you imagine a nigga telling you some bullshit like that? You was like, all right, cool. That ain't no problem. Like this, and they think, like, I'm not mad at her if this is real.
I don't know if this is gangster or not, man. This is pretty gangster. I can't front.
It really is, and people gonna learn to stop playing with people.
But so, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood. So I ain't understand it properly. I don't think so. So can you please back up? Because I don't think I understood. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So basically, he says, I finally met my match.
Okay.
I told her I got somebody else pregnant, and she FaceTimed me an hour later like this. And picture for our listeners that are listening audio-wise, you have to come on to the video and see this.
And it's just like my chest hurts. So that means.
So for our listeners, he's hit. She has another guy, behind her,
blowing her back,
giving her a loving.
Thank you. Let's just say what it is.
Right.
Yeah, he's hitting it from the back. He's hitting it from the back, and he's on FaceTime sitting there watching.
Hell no.
So apparently he has been on like paternity court several different times. He has like a camp of children, different women. Also has been on Maury. And so
the guy with the locks.
Yes, the guy with the locks
has been on
Maury paternity court several times, and apparently he has an OnlyFans. Wow. So people were speculating, oh, maybe this is for his OnlyFans. And I was like, I'm not 110% sure. I was like, the OnlyFans people and the TikTokers, they be having a lot of relationship drama. Like every other day, I look up, it's some thread that I stumble upon from some couple that was on OnlyFans to the TikTokers falling out. Somebody was cheating, all of this stuff. So I'm like, sir, you have like 13 kids. Mm-hmm. He really does. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like according to Google, I think they were saying he had, hold on, I'm scrolling up. He said he blames COVID for his 13th child. That was last year on the Maury show, y'all.
So he's got nothing on.
What about the other 12 then?
I guess he said he was getting trapped.
Oh, okay.
No, you're just being reckless because first of all, that's nasty that you just running your thing around like that.
Facts.
Unprotected that you are even.
Tell Nick Cannon that's this.
I was thinking that too. You like kind of, neck to neck with Nick Cannon. The only thing is that he got it.
Yeah. He's got nothing on this guy that we when we first started the podcast back 2014. There was a dude that had 22 kids, and he took a picture with all of them. And we shout out to Javon Bibbs, who nicknamed him Babytron, like Megatron, Babytron. He a Decepticon. He said he Babytron.
Is it? You remember?
And the dude was 32.
Oh shoot! I didn't know he was that.
No, I gotta find a picture. It's him with all the kids.
But wasn't the guy?
That's what I'm thinking, Chloe. He has like twins or something.
No. It was like a pair of twins. But there was a lot of just kids.
Ghetto twins.
Just back to back.
Yeah, he had like 4 kids in 1 year type thing.
Can you imagine, like, I'm the 16th child out of my dad's 22 kids?
out of your dad's litter.
Like, seriously, that just men, this is why women, we have to hold ourselves to a higher regard.
Say that now.
We can't do that. Like, we cannot do that. Female puppies can do that. But us and elephants cannot do that.
Us and elephants.
The elephants, they be holding on them babies. I feel like, don't they be pregnant for like 2 years or something?
They do. I was just about to say, elephants be pregnant for like 2 years, 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And we
can look it up.
We really have to just really, like, walk in our power, because these niggas ain't shit. Now, trust me, I love some of these ain't it shit. Like I'm gonna tell you, like, for real. But it's just like, it's so wild to me. Like, I can't imagine my partner coming home to me, telling me that not only am I pregnant, but I got somebody else pregnant on you.
Or how about
that?
That
would be heartbreaking. That would honestly be heartbreaking. In that moment, I can't tell you what I would do. I don't even know what my response would be. I would hope I wouldn't lash out and go like him, but at the same, I don't know.
Or how about you pregnant with child 18, and then
it's the fact that I was there knowing that you had 17. So that's
another thing.
That's the problem right there in itself. Like, why am I even with you when you have 17 children? That doesn't
17 other kids. And then I'm pregnant with 18 and you come home and say 19 is on the way.
It's one of those things that happens when you have to get out of that mind state that we're going to be treated differently. Like, and we're all from the same generation of where our parents, our mothers, our grandmothers was telling us that. Hell, even our grandfathers. Like my grandpa always say, like, hey, watch what that nigga do. Don't listen to what he's saying. So it's just like, ladies, they're never going to treat you different. They change for who they want to change for. And that's just really, it's that simple. It's no case study need to be done because the writing is on the wall.
Like, and what you described is something that me and Rhea do and look at all the time. We look at patterns of behavior. So like you said, unless a person is wanting to change for themselves, expect the same thing. It's not going to be any different, especially the way you got him is how he's going to treat you, you know what I'm saying? Or how he's going to leave you. Like, it's so many things that we have to have our eyes wide open for. We talked about this in the podcast. Like, you have to look at everything. So if you're coming in being number 16 and you think the buck is going to stop right there, like, what makes you, not to say that, but what makes you so special that it's just going to change?
Or what impacted him? Or what impacted him to stop at number 16? Like, people do not change unless something has impacted their comfortability.
Drastically.
So they're not going to change, period. No, not unless they feel that they need to. And he been getting away with it. He got all these kids, these children.
That's a big thing. Why would he change?
That's what I'm saying. Why would he change?
Getting what he wants, and you know what I'm saying? Women are still available and willing and wanting to contribute to the clan. So, I mean,
He had 10 baby mamas before, what is it, baby number 13? He had 10 baby mamas before baby number 13. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
10. 2 whole hands.
Yep. Like, and then been on paternity court several times. I'm like, sir, you know this your kid. What is you doing?
You know this your kid.
You know it is. Like you
know this your kid.
So reckless. And that's the thing that's always bizarre to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we were having a conversation about Brittany Renner yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And the ins and outs, her crying about the only the $2,500, dollars that she gets a month. I said, but you're able-bodied. I said, so the courts, they look at a plethora of things. They look at his income, your income, what's coming in. At least that's my understanding from my friends that work.
No, that's true. You're correct.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, okay, so you clearly make enough where you feel, where the courts feel like you can provide the other half. It takes 2 people to make a child, regardless of what his basketball schedule is, because they on the road 9 months out of the year, pretty much. Okay, that's like okay, but he working.
Literally.
Also able-bodied to where you can go and get the bag, endorsements or whatever.
And I also think Brittany Renner's reputation also probably hurt her as well. If she was just a regular woman coming in there, she probably would have got more. But it's the fact they like, oh, you got, if I'm the defense attorney for him, I'm bringing all these videos you talking about. Yeah, you just got to get these athletes pregnant. Like, okay, well, she set me up, Judge. Here goes her video.
So she's looking for a come up. I'm not too
right.
With her.
So let's go. Like, I do want to take care of my child, but we don't need to be breaking the bank here.
Yeah. And that's the reality too. And so I was telling them, I'm like, okay, so I understand what y'all saying, but it's like there are certain things that people do. She has a track record of dating certain types of people.
This is true.
Yeah. And so I said, and I'm not giving through the pass. I said, because there should be people around him enough to give him the game like, hey, do what you're going to do, but don't get these, these women.
Down. You just don't understand. You see, you're missing something real big. Y'all just talked about it when it came to women with the dude with 13 plus kids. People think they the different person. We talked about this before, Don, with the whole.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was me.
So, but
I thought I'm the one that's gonna be different.
I'm blaming both of them. Okay,
yeah.
Child that's in the middle.
I'm the gangster. I can change Brittany Renner. I'm G enough.
Have you seen her ass? I mean, it's like, and sorry to sexualize her.
No, but that's something to conquer. That was something like a feat to.
Not a feat,
but they also were in a relationship. They also were dating Daryl too.
Oh, so they were actually in a relationship.
They were actually
they were together, and then
they were together. So
not to go back and forth, but didn't he cheat on Brittany Renner?
I have no idea. It don't even matter.
No idea.
So okay.
She got him while he was in college, though. He was.
That's true. She did, and
so he was naive, maybe.
Yes,
he was very naive. Like I do believe, Chloe, they like 7 years apart. She is older.
Yeah, she's older.
Oh, she's like a much this little boy.
Yeah, she got him before the draft. She was going to his college games.
But he did cheat on her. That's what I heard.
19, 20. What are we asking?
But that's how I feel too, Daryl. Like, I mean, he was like, what, 22? So.
But she 30. Like,
so this was premeditated. Like, she's like.
See, now you see Chloe why she went to the judge. He only gave her $2,500. Like,
she said that the judge. Blah blah blah. Brittany Renner says PJ Washington cheated on her while she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's why I said I heard that he cheated on her.
So she wanted sympathy.
Yeah, I'm like, and so he just now 24. Brittany Renner
is 31, right?
Oh shit, is she? Hold on.
She's in her 30s. I know
she is in her 30s because I know for sure she has to be like at least 7 years older than this boy.
That's what I'm saying.
And she gets
she just turned 30 this year.
See, and that little dude was 20. She was maybe that's when he was 18 at Kentucky.
Yeah, she was baiting him when he was real young.
She was 25, he 18. Do you know? And when I was 18, 25-year-old could do whatever they wanted with me. What?
Wow. And that's not okay. You know that's grooming. So
yeah, I would have been groomed.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared about that comment.
No, I would have been groomed. I'm 18 years and I'm stunting on campus. I'm in Kentucky. I got Brittany Renner coming up here. Look at her. She bad. Oh, you think you bad on campus? You got the baddest. I got a 25-year-old on campus. Watch me now. That's why God didn't let me play basketball like that. So he knew it was just them. None of this be going. Y'all be talking about me. Talking about he got 8 kids. Yeah, I know. I'm changing. Now I'll be like, I'm changing. I'm changing.
With baby 9 on the way.
Yeah. Exactly. Baby 9 on the way. Like, I'm changing though. I just got out the NBA. They hit me up for $2,500 each. But we'll be all right. I'm selling a little dope on the side, to supplement myself.
That's insane.
We're not going to talk about that black therapist. I don't even want to mess with her no more.
That's such a true story in so many words.
Let's talk about retrograde coming in. Dom, this is your lane. We're in retrograde.
Super quick. Can we just go back to you wanting to be groomed?
Oh, no. I wanted to be groomed.
I thought we tried to skip over that part.
No, I said I would be groomed. That's a difference.
It's still in the same context. We just gonna pray for you.
Okay, I guarantee most men would be groomed.
Most men are, and they don't think about it. This is how we
get
and I'm 18. But hella men don't realize that when they lost their virginity, they was really low key molested. Like, why you?
They were all the way molested because some of these women or some of the people were like 17 and they were 13.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Or I know men, like I have friends that it'll be like their uncle's girlfriend.
Yes. I heard stories about that too.
The chick was like in her 20s, mid to late 20s, fucking on a 14 or 13-year-old little boy. Not right.
That is sick.
It is sick.
Like, that's gross. Like, how are you attracted to someone who looks like a kid? Like, he's a kid.
But it's sick though.
It is sick. But I had a dude like he was 30 when I was in 8th grade. So I thought he was 30. I thought he was a teacher when I first came to school. So
really?
Yeah, I'll show you a picture of him now. You'd be like, dude, he look 55.
Really? He must have had a full beard at 13.
He had a full beard.
He had a full beard at 13?
Full beard. I'm talking about full. I'm talking about like this. Full beard at 13.
He might have flunked a grade.
No, he was
not 13.
He was at the max. He was 14.
At the max, 16.
No. Because I can look. No, because he went to jail, and I looked up his date of birth, and it was a year ago.
Okay.
Not you case nesting.
Yeah, he went.
Well, he's been in jail since I was in high school. He killed somebody while we was in high school. So
wow.
He's been in jail since like 96.
Ooh, dang.
For murder. Yeah, and then you get in jail, and then you do other crooked shit, and they keep on extending your time. So he got like another 9 years on top of the 25. So we talking about, I think he gets out officially like 6 years. But that's if he don't get no more shit. He's in Farmington. If y'all look him up, he's in Farmington correctional facility.
No, I'm okay.
Well, I know some of y'all do behind Love After Lockup, but what is that show?
No, I'm all right.
About love like that now.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
I mean, that's the best way. You ain't got it's 6 years. You got 6 years to get. Your son will be graduated law school probably by the end of RIA or something. He can help him get out.
I'm fine. I am.
What are we doing now?
It's fine. I'm all right.
All right, retrograde.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all some retrograde. Okay, I don't know how much into like astrological today has been.
Chloe's a Pisces though too. Chloe's a Pisces too. Just letting you know.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. Like my tongue has been tied this whole episode, and I don't like that. So I don't know. Like I said, how much y'all are into astrology and things like that. I am a firm believer, as I have a episode of Whiskey Sour that dropped yesterday called Surviving Virgo. So
don't do this. My daughter's a Virgo. Don't do this.
Right. She's an earth sign. I keep telling you, earth signs, we have to be aligned with the earth. When we are not aligned with the earth, we are chaotic.
Yeah, very chaotic. Y'all create a different level of chaos. Y'all not as aligned and centered as y'all think y'all are. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it's cool. It's cool. So retrograde happens like 4 times a year for several weeks on end, and things outside of the chaotic earth signs are even more chaotic, right? And so you have different things that happen, a lot of miscommunications, a lot of technological issues. It even deals with like messes up traffic, so you should be early. I'm just telling y'all right now, it feels like I've been in retrograde for about a month and a half now.
Wow.
And I am overwhelmed in an underwhelming way. Like, very. And so I wanted to give y'all the dates of retrograde for next month. We are currently in the shadow, so things are slowly, inching into the chaos. But it's September 9th through October 2nd. And the last one will take place at the end of December. Things that you got to look out for is like, prepare yourself for travel, disturbances, communication, news, related areas of life. This also, like I said, creates space for false gossip, meltdowns, miscommunications during work, technological fails, and it creates like delays, right? So things that you can do to prep and prepare
and combat. Okay.
Yes, because you got to fight.
Yes.
Slow down. Listen to understand, because what is the why from this message? Is somebody trying to harm me, or am I overthinking? I'm the person, even when I go into the office, I work a couple of days in office, a couple of days from home. I go in and every day I'm saging that hoe.
Wow.
Releasing the energy, releasing it from my house, just so I can have a clear mind. And I've been working on such for a long time to not be reactive, because I'm from St. Louis, so we pop off real quick. You pop, I'm a blow.
Yeah.
So that's the best way to describe it. Don't do that. Hey, I got called a nigger by a homeless white woman the other day. I did not react. That's a lot of growth for me. Okay,
that's funny.
That's a lot of growth for a lot of people.
For a lot of people. But also within that happening, I just was like, okay, we give words power. I understand words do mean things. I didn't even realize the hoe was talking to me until I got outside of Target. And I was like, oh, this bitch still saying nigga. She said, oh, she does. Now she's talking to me. So I started to say, bitch, you talking to me? And then she went that way. My bone honestly wasn't to pick with her. It was with Target. And you better believe I raised some with Target, because I was like, the security dude was right there. And you going to let somebody follow a paying customer?
Yeah.
And it also put into perspective, I don't care what mental illness white people have, they always know when to be racist.
They know when to use it.
They know exactly when to use it.
And so what is that going to do for me? I'm on the news in jail. Oh, I'm a homeless woman. You got to tell us that, but that bitch still called me a nigga.
Right. But did you hear what she said?
Right.
And so it's really like, back to retrograde, really taking your time. Does this cause for a reaction? Can you respond differently? Take deep breaths throughout the day. We should be doing that anyway, because we know life has been so chaotic, especially the past couple years. But that's all I got for y'all. Like, if y'all want me to go and give you a tarot reading, I cannot.
I was about to say,
like, don't call me, because I don't do that. But yeah, man, like, and good luck, and just may the force of retrograde be with you.
Wow. So give me the dates again. September 9th. And the reason I know that day, that's my best friend's birthday. And
that's my daughter's birthday too. So.
Chaotic. Okay. Chaotic. September 9th through October 2nd. So all of pretty much the majority of Libra season.
That's September 9th is Virgo.
Going into, and then the 22nd starts Libra.
Yeah.
Going into
chaotic like, anyway.
Libra.
Be kind to Libras. Be kind to Libras.
Be kind to the Libras.
It's a difference between them September Libras and them October
Libras. Yeah.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
The September ones, you be like, I know that just didn't happen. I think so. For me, I feel like Libras are a little more chaotic than Gemini. Because Geminis of the air, they get a bad rap for being hot and cold. I said, but you know that. You just don't know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They have slightly identity issues a little bit because it's their true self and it's that self that they put out to everybody else.
So
it's two different ones.
It's a constant struggle within themselves. So then they lash out. You be like, okay, well, that wasn't warranted. I asked, how was your day?
Y'all, I asked y'all, how was your day?
I feel like I'm gonna have to start staging my daughter. My daughter's a Gemini, and like I'm just waiting for it to shift because she's only 14 right now. So I'm waiting for the shift to happen.
You're a Libra?
Huh?
Are you a Libra?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay, Pisces, and then Rhea is the Capricorn, and then
I'm a Capricorn. Yeah. Capricorn all day.
Capricorn stingy with their money too, boy.
Capricorn stingy. We stingy, but we make it.
They do.
Hey, we make it. And I'm right in the middle of the sun. My birthday, or the moon. My birthday is at the end of December. I am a straight Capricorn.
Wow. Wow. That is crazy.
Capricorn, them caps, man.
Well, thank you for breaking down retrograde. I never really knew what it was. I always hear like it at different times of the year, and I'm like, what does that even mean?
Me too.
What's going on? But now I pay attention to it.
Well, Rhea, Chloe, tell everybody about y'all show and what they could be looking forward to at y'all show and to check out.
All right. So we are the Womanology Podcast. Yeah. And so for our show, we discuss dating, we discuss parenting, mental wellness, friendships, growth, how we have grown as women, and just, transitioning into our life as being mature women rather than being young. Chloe, you want to say something else?
Yeah, for sure. So all of those topics, we kind of bring that in and bring some psychology to it, some understanding of behaviors and kind of how others impact that. So yeah, we're just starting out. We're best friends. We've been friends since we were 14. We went to high school together, and it just so happened to be school psychologists. So our lives have a lot of commonalities, as we would share with our audience. But with those commonalities, we still have different viewpoints. So it'll be nice to get a well-rounded perspective on a lot of good topics, like Rhea stated. So yeah.
Yep.
Man, so yeah, where can they follow the show at? Where can they follow the show?
Instagram, Womanology_podcast is where you can find us. Right now we're on YouTube. We just dropped yesterday, so look for Womanology. Anything else, Ree? I hope I'm not missing anything. This is our first little plug, so we got.
I know, right? This is our first plug, but no, I think you got it. I think you said it. Womanology_podcast on Instagram. That is our IG, and we like to put little clips. We'll put little clips about us and things like that on that Instagram page. Just keep you guys what's going on with us. And then our separate pages. So I am Rhea Dakota _EDS.
And I am yours truly _Chloe CHLOE.
So that's it. I mean, that's our podcast.
Yes. And I'm real quick because I feel like me and Rhea talked about this yesterday. We have to give so much love to Daryl.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Don't do that. Don't be shy now.
Don't shake your head.
But you do so much, and we are so appreciative. Like, he's so patient with us and our questions, and
bossiness.
Yes, and preparing and editing and all of that stuff. So thank you so much for the opportunity. Man, it's all
good, man. Y'all,
I appreciate it.
I'm glad y'all coming on board and kicking it with us.
For sure.
Before we leave, I do want to give a shout out to the Riverfront Times for a great article that I've been sharing that I don't know if I was shared amongst the Black community because it's been shared on my Facebook page 392 times right now.
Wow.
The what's your high school, like a sentence about your high school.
Yeah.
And the reason I appreciate the reference times is they didn't really go in a darkies like they could have if somebody Black would have wrote it. They were real nice to the Black schools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they knew what the temperament was of America, and I appreciate them for that. Yeah, they could have went hard on a lot of Black schools. Like if they would have on a bus, we would have been like, "Oh, well, they do this and this. Y'all can't do that." Reference times, and I appreciate y'all for respecting that and understanding y'all lane.
Real life.
Yeah, because when I saw like U City and Berkeley on there, I was like,
I was gonna be like, watch your mouth.
And I was like,
because you in U City all the way, Chloe.
I was like, okay, y'all did all right. Y'all didn't embarrass nobody.
My sister went to Bishop DeBerg, by the way, and she said that statement is very true about the drugs.
Hey, look, so
I don't know how, but there was hella drugs at my school, and I was
yes,
like, oh my God.
Man,
it's the area.
You know the new Salt and Smoke is over there, right next to Bishop DeBerg. The new Salt and Smoke barbecue spot. Okay.